Today I prepared for you something special. A selection of 50 best offline games for Android and iOS. In this video, we will dive into the world of exciting adventures, incredible battles and puzzles that will make you forget about everything in the world. And most importantly, you don't need internet to run them. All links to the games are already in my Telegram channel. Occupation 2.5, a dynamic first-person shooter with RPG and survival elements. Players are in an open world after an alien invasion, where they must fight for survival, explore the world, gather resources, and defend against zombies and monsters. Real Offroad 4x4, an off-road racing game offering players the experience of realistic car control physics on challenging tracks. Players must overcome obstacles, mud, and water barriers, driving various off-roaders. Powerlust, an atmospheric top-down RPG that immerses players in a dark fantasy world. The character progression system allows for the development of unique abilities and customization of the gameplay style. Zombie Forest 3, a survival strategy game where players must manage a group of survivors in a post-apocalyptic world, defending against zombies, exploring the surroundings for resources, and improving their shelter. Farm Simulator 2024, an advanced farm management simulator that offers players the role of a farmer, engaging in the cultivation of various crops, caring for animals, and selling products to develop their farm. The First Tree, an exploration game combining elements of platformer and adventure. Players explore a colorful world, following the story of a fox searching for its lost family, while simultaneously uncovering the story of a human dealing with loss.
A path was illuminated before her, and it led to something ancient, something with answers. So she ran.
The Amazing Spider-Man, an action-adventure game where players, as Spider-Man, patrol New York, fighting crime and known enemies in dynamic battles and undertaking exciting missions.
Ever been struck by lightning? Spider-Man.
Car for Trade, an economic simulator for car enthusiasts, where players engage in buying, restoring, and selling various cars, developing their business, and expanding their car park. Death's Door, an adventure game where players control a crow, a servant of death, exploring various worlds in search of souls. The game combines exploration, puzzle solving, and combat system with RPG elements. European luxury cars, a driving simulator that allows players to control luxurious European cars. Players can experience the speed and power of these cars, competing in races, or simply exploring the open world. Endling, Extinction is forever. An emotionally charged adventure game where players, as the last fox on Earth, try to survive in a world devastated by humanity. The game focuses on environmental issues and survival in the context of climate change. Little Nightmares, a puzzle platformer game with elements of horror where players explore a grim and mysterious world filled with dangers and strange creatures. The game addresses themes of fears and childhood nightmares. Lethal Company Mobile, an action strategy game where players manage a squad of mercenaries, carrying out various missions and fighting for control over territories in a post-apocalyptic world.
Easy.
Hades Mobile, the mobile version of the popular roguelike game where players take on the role of Zagreus, the son of Hades, striving to escape the underworld. The game is known for its dynamic battles and deep storyline.
Whose very name inspires fear and penitence. I, however, need to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Katana ZERO, an action platformer with fast gameplay and a neon visual style. Players, as a samurai with amnesia, pass levels, instantly killing enemies and using the ability to slow down time to avoid attacks. Reporter 2, Lite, a horror game where players must uncover the mysteries of mystical events, exploring various locations and solving puzzles while unknown threats constantly lurk. Lost Words, Beyond the Page, an interactive story that combines platformer elements and puzzles inside the diary of a young girl. The game explores themes of grief and recovery through the power of words and imagination.
Robin's hope guided her.
I need to finish the story so Gran can read it when she feels better.
Elderand, an action RPG with elements of horror, where players explore a dark fantasy world full of dangers and monsters. The game includes a skill-based combat system and deep character progression. Descenders, an extreme bicycle simulator with procedurally generated tracks. Players test their skills down steep slopes, trying not to lose control and achieve the highest result. Nimian Legends, Vandgels, a fantasy adventure game with an open world where players explore magical lands, battle creatures, and unravel the mysteries of an ancient legend. A game with a unique art style where players explore a dark yet attractive world. Gold Miner 3D, a modern 3D version of the classic gold gathering game, requiring precise aiming to mine valuables. Truckmasters, India, a truck driving simulator with detailed landscapes of India and realistic physics. Hippy Skate, a casual skateboarding game where players perform tricks and complete tasks while traveling through different locations. Hitman Blood Money, a mobile version of the famous game about a professional assassin featuring complex missions and a deep storyline.
It's good to have you back, 47.
Death's Door, an adventure game with RPG elements where players explore a mysterious world, battle enemies, and solve puzzles. Miss Bullet, an action game focused on precise shooting and the ability to use the environment effectively to defeat enemies.
डिफ्यूज करना पड़ेगा तो डिफ्यूज तो कर ही नहीं भैया आराम से डिफ्यूज कर देंगे ले लिया और मिशन कंप्लीट हो गया और एलिवेटर से आ गए चलो भाई सब राउंड शुरू हो गया है तो उसे भी खेलना पड़ेगा हमें बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से तो पहले हमें इस दरवाजे से जाना पड़ेगा लॉक मार के
Combat Master, a multiplayer shooter with fast-paced battles, a large arsenal of weapons, and a variety of maps. Rage Swarm, an action game with survival elements, where the player must fend off waves of enemies using a variety of weapons and upgrades. Drift Life, a racing game focused on drifting, featuring realistic physics and car customization options. Sky Duels, an aviation simulator with dynamic air battles, a variety of planes, and unique missions. Delivery from the Pain, Survive, a survival game in a post-apocalyptic world with zombies where you need to explore, gather resources, and defend yourself. (41148), an adventure game with horror elements and a deep storyline where each player's decision affects the outcome of the story. Car Driving 2024, a driving simulator with futuristic cars and cityscapes of the future. Rainbow Six, SMOL, Netflix. A mobile strategy game based on the famous series, developed specifically for Netflix subscribers. Special Forces Group 3, a multiplayer first-person shooter with a wide selection of game modes and maps. Climb the Ladder, an arcade game with simple controls where you need to climb ladders, avoid obstacles, and collect bonuses. Drift Runner, a racing game focused on drift and speed, offering various tracks and cars for racing. Toy Rider, toy car races with colorful tracks and engaging gameplay. Caves of Lore, a retro-style RPG with turn-based battles, cave exploration, and character development. Potion Permit, an alchemist simulator with RPG elements where you need to gather ingredients, create potions, and help town residents. Dead City, Zombie, a survival game in a city overrun by zombies with an emphasis on strategy and resource management. Immortal Rising, a fantasy RPG with thrilling battles, character development, and world exploration. Very Tactical Ragdoll Battle, an arcade strategy game with soft body physics, where players control ragdolls in tactical battles. Blade of God Vargr Souls, An action RPG with a mythological storyline, dynamic battles, and a deep character development system. Shadowmatic, a puzzle game where you rotate abstract objects to make their shadows form recognizable images. The Wolf Among Us, an interactive quest based on the Fables comics, where every decision affects the storyline.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
People get up to all kinds of things when nobody's watching.
No Hesi car traffic racing, a racing game where players speed through busy roads, dodging traffic and collecting bonuses. Radiation Island, an adventure survival game on a mysterious island full of dangers and mysteries. Next Gen, Truck Simulator, a truck driving simulator with advanced graphics and realistic driving models.
Various locations. Manage your own business, extract and sell resources, or just transport high-value cargo. Cool and stunning graphics and pretty